Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Our subject today is EVS 1 Standard 5. We are going to continue with chapter number 14, Transport. This is our part 2 video, children. In our last video or in our last part, we have seen the advantages of transport, children. Let us discuss the disadvantages of transport and some remedial measures. From this above picture or in this above observation, you must have realized that there is constant traffic on busy roads. In the first slide, we see children stopped at the zebra crossings waiting to cross the road. So, we face a lot of difficulty to walk on the road due to the traffic, heavy traffic. At the same time, if you closely observe the plants that grow, which are very close by to the roadside, which have heavy traffic, you will observe those plants have stunted growth. They do not grow properly. There is a lot of dust that settles on the leaves of these plants which grow very close towards the roadsides. From the above observation, we must have realized, or you must have realized, that due to the constant traffic on the roads, there is lot of disturbance caused like the noise pollution and air pollution. Vehicles on the roads do not run automatically or do not run with the help of air. Due to the burning of fuel in the vehicles, they constantly emit smoke and some poisonous gases. These gases mainly include carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. Similarly, minute particles of carbon and lead are also released into the air. This causes air pollution. And excess of these substances lowers the quality of air in the environment. This is what we call air pollution. So, like the coin has two sides, in the same way, transport too is very useful to us, but if it is used in excess, it has many disadvantages and causes lot of harmful effects to all the living things on the earth. At the same time, it disturbs the balance of nature. Transportation causes air pollution, which has harmful effects on human health. Air pollution causes many disorders of trachea, lungs, and eye, including burning sensation of eyes. Continuous sound of vehicles create noise on high scale, leading to noise pollution. The constant sound of the vehicle cause restlessness, irritability, headaches, lack of concentration, and psychological disorders. Let us once again go through all the side effects caused by the poisonous gases emitted due to the vehicles. Trachea, lungs and eyes disorders are caused, for example, burning of eyes. Then the leaves of the plant shrivel up and fall. Sprouts get scorched and the growth and development of plant is affected adversely. Constant traffic through forest areas can be harmful. The habitats of plants and animals living there. The wild animals in these forests begin to migrate somewhere else or elsewhere. I am reading this from our textbook, children. The constant sound of vehicles create noise on a large scale. It causes ill effects such as restlessness, irritability, headaches, lack of concentration, psychological disorders, etc. If there are traffic jams, air and noise pollution in that area increases. Traffic accident cause injuries, deaths and damage to the vehicles. Our environment is very sensitive, children. All living and non living things are the components of the environment. And pollution caused by various activities has destructive effects on the environment. And once destroyed, we cannot construct our form or form the environment again. Pollution is also harmful for all living things, including human beings. Hence, it is necessary to prevent pollution for survival of living things on the earth. To protect our Mother Earth from this pollution caused by the vehicles, we should inculcate some habits in us, such as we should walk short distances or ride a bicycle for slightly longer distance. In this way, we can minimize the use of fuel burning vehicles and also reduce pollution. At other times, using public or private transport can save time and efforts. In this way, we can reduce the severity of the harmful effects of transportation. Now, children, let us see what do we really mean by public transport and private transport. Public transport includes buses, trains, and other forms of transports that are available for general public which charge set fares and run on fixed routes and are owned by government bodies. Then, what do you understand by private transport? Private transport is transportation service not available for everyone. For every one means not available for general public, but it is owned by an individual or a group. For example, car, scooter, and a cab service, etc. Let us go through the remedial measures that we can take up to reduce pollution caused by the transports, pollution of air. Air pollution caused by means of transport can be reduced by practicing some following steps, like instead of using fuel that causes pollution like petrol, diesel, fuels that cause less pollution such as CNG. Now, what is CNG? Compressed natural gas, or LPG. What is LPG? Liquefied petroleum gas should be used. Vehicles should be maintained properly. Proper timely maintenance and repair of the vehicle should be carried out. This ensures that vehicle do not release excess emission of gases. Public transport should be used as much as possible, and private vehicles should be used only when it is necessary or it is an emergency. The local variety of trees like neem, peepal, banyan, karanja, etc., which adapt easily to the local environment and help to enhance biodiversity of the place should be planted. Enough trees and plants should be planted along the roadsides. Once again, I repeat, children, full form of CNG is compressed natural gas, and full form of LPG is liquefied petroleum gas. Do you know, children, ships in the olden days were termed as sailing ships because Sailing ships used to have sails which helped the ship to use the force of the wind. Hence, they were termed as sailing ships. Apart from them, we can also use vehicles which run with the help of electricity, like the local trains and expresses. Then, electric tram. There are some small cars or vehicles that run, for example, that is ETO, that is Mahindra ETO, is an urban electric car. This car is a rechargeable car. There are some other cars which run with the help of solar energy. There are solar aircrafts too. Solar aircrafts also use solar power. Let us see some remedial measures to reduce noise pollution caused by the vehicles. Noise pollution is caused by the vehicles can be reduced by practicing some of the following habits, like the maintenance of the vehicle should be done on time, and also should be ensured that the vehicle do not make excess noise. Honking on the road should be avoided as much as possible. By planting trees or shrubs of suitable variety, noise pollution can be also reduced. Last topic that I would like to discuss in this video about this lesson, which is very important, children, that is advantages of using a bicycle. Use of a bicycle not only helps to reduce the air pollution caused by the vehicles, but it is also a good physical exercise too. It does not cause pollution. It leads to less crowding of vehicles on the streets. It can be parked in a small place. It has provision to carry small loads. A bicycle ride saves time and offers riders self reliance. As a bicycle does not need expensive fuel or maintenance, it is very economic. And children, the last but very important, children, that while using our roadways and transport facilities, we should see that we obey all the traffic rules very sincerely to avoid any serious accidents or mishaps. I hope you have understood this discussion. Thank you, children.